on the band. Hey, that's on the line. Ready. What? Ready. Ready, second. Ready, second. Hold the second. What? Hey. 1, 2 on the band. And point the head on the band. Ready, cut cheers on the retreat. Come on, pick it up. Pick it up. No. Cheek cut must be higher.
Oui, monsieur.
Once more. Look, monsieur, you engaged me, the maitre Nordic himself, to bring you to condition for the Olympics. Now then, the cheek cut must be high and the repulse direct. Stop!
You're still a split second too fast for me with that cheek cut.
Ah, yes. It was with my cheek cut that I beat the great Lupo. Ah, we go on guard, Lupo and I. It's offended my wrist, I tell you mercifully.
I've never known it to fail, Raleish. Every old fencing master in the world has to tell all the youngsters how he beat the great Lupo.
Well, they're all liars, Admiral. Lupo's record stands for all time.
I was on the China station, his 3 great winning years. I never saw Lupo in action. Did you?
Not at the height of his triumphs, when he swept Europe. Afterwards, I was by way of being his best friend.
Is that so? And was he as fabulous with the blades as legend makes him?
More so. He could not be beaten, nor touched.
Oh, come now. Not even touched?
Only once.
Well, that's better. It makes him human. Who took him?
It was long ago, before the Great War ruined gracious living. You see, Lupo wasn't like the usual run of professional fencing master. He was born a gentleman. That can be a great handicap.
Who was he, really?
He was Pietro Luigi Enrico Giacomo della Torre da Salvaggio, Knight of the Golden Fleece, Knight of Malta, the last of the line of the Counts of the Tower of the Savage, who came over the mountains centuries ago with Barbarossa.
Thank you.
I saw Rossetti as he was leaving. He tells me there's little left to teach you.
He flatters me, Mother.
I was waiting for you to finish your lesson because there's something I wish you to do for me at once.
Yes?
When you are dressed, I want you to take the Oreggio vase to the pawnbrokers and sell it.
Don't we have left?
Last night in a dream, your dead father came to me with a lottery ticket numbered 36 in his hand.
Please, Mother, please. No more lotteries. We've sold everything for your dreams. Lost almost everything to the lottery.
Would you defy the wish of your dead father?
I beg you, Mother, don't ask me to do this. When I have finished at the university, we shall have money.
It is painful to be considered a fool by one's own son. This lottery will make us rich now. Go, do as I tell you. The vase is wrapped and ready. Your father would not lie to us in our need.
Bono. My own cheek cut, and you are now faster than I believe.
You taught me, Master. You've paid me many compliments. That my wrist is steel, my brain swift. But am I really a great swordsman?
I have never seen a greater.
Then enter me for the prize of France.
But that competition is for money, for professional fencers.
It is for money that I wish to fence.
But the Count della Torre da Salvaggio cannot do this. The Count could never retrace such a step. It's unthinkable.
I must do it. Last week, I sold the Oreggio vase for a dream of my mother's to buy a lottery ticket. I did not buy it, and it won 200,000 lire. My mother must never know. Therefore, I must have money.
But you are not a professional fencing master, nor even a provo. You cannot become one.
I'll set you a bargain. Make me your provo. Now, at once. There are many prizes, many purses of gold. Travel with me from torneo to torneo. Train me between matches.
In those Lombardy hills, the counts of the Tower of the Savage have been above reproach for 1,000 years.
We won the hills with the sword.
And kept them with honor. If you become professional, you can never turn back. The sword is a weapon of personal honor. You cannot stain it with gold.
Come. It shall not be the Count who takes the prize of France and the International and all the rest. My people fought in the old days under the banner of the wolf, Lupo. It shall be Lupo who fences for gold, not the Count della Torre di Salvaggio.
At least, Count Pietro, your mother always believed that it was her dream that made the last years comfortable.
For 3 long years, you've not called me by my name.
But today we have said our final farewell to your mother. So we also say farewell to Lupo. Do we not, Count Pietro?
The need is done and the deed is done. Lupo is no more.
From my lips it shall never be known that you were Lupo.
So I must live my life circumspectly, that no gentleman may ever have cause to call me out upon the field of honor.
That you must always remember. You have barricaded your doors forever with gold. You may never now accept the gentleman's challenge to a duel. But those 3 great professional years, never defeated, never even touched. You were the greatest swordsman of our time. Perhaps of all time.
I don't understand you, Rowlish. You said Lupo was defeated once.
As Lupo, the professional maitre de scream, no one ever touched him in prize competition. His record stands in the sword clubs of the world as undefeated champion for all time.
You mean to say he tried to retrace his step? That after his record as a professional, he accepted a gentleman's challenge?
He was forced to, Admiral. At the university where he finished, he never touched a blade. He denied all but a perfunctory boyhood knowledge of the sport.
But the manners of his time caught him out.
A friend caught him out, Admiral. An American whom he met at the university and who became like a brother to him. He and a woman. The loveliest woman, perhaps, who ever lived. It was this American friend who painted that portrait. He was a young man who liked to paint a bit and had the money to indulge in that hobby. But at that time, he did not know that he was painting the great Lupo. There we are, Pete. Portrait of a swordsman. I was commissioned to do it for the Paris Circle d'Escrime.
Very good. But I still don't understand why you insisted on painting him as a professional. Why not in white as an amateur?
Because, Pete, for me, it had to suggest the great Lupo. I came to study in this country too late to see Lupo, but in my imagination, this thing suggests him. Thanks for closing, Pete.
Not at all.
Boyan! bottle of champagne and 2 glasses.
John, you're a strange and crazy fellow. You're rich, so you paint, which is a poor man's living. You're an American, so you spend all your spare time in the salle-d'armes of Europe to become an expert with the saber.
Why? I rather like the feeling of ancient feudal power the saber gives me. My father manufactured patent stoves in Texas.
Where one is born doesn't matter. Friendship's roots are laid in past centuries. They're eternal. Look how you pour wine, as if you were a velvet coated Borgia, and I suspected poison. We must have hunted together in Caesar's Britain, in the slack times of combat, 19 centuries ago, John. For our blood pulses to the same rhythm.
Success to the portrait. And to a magnificent host. The 21st Count della Torre da Salvaggio, posing as a professional fencing master.
Success, of course. But your real fame will hang in the academy someday. For Ileana will be your fame. There you painted living beauty.
Ileana! I heard no bell. Where's Boyan?
I came down the olive terraces to the garden.
Is it that late?
The Angelus, I have to go.
No, no, Pete, don't go. Amuse Ileana while I change. Bear without me for a moment, darling. Pete, you must reconsider your journey. You must remain another month for our wedding.
That's impossible, John. Quite impossible. My plans are made.
We'll change them, won't we? See you in a minute.
You knew I was still here.
Yes.
I will not hurt him.
But yourself and me. To save his pride, you destroyed both of us.
You're engaged to him, Ileana.
I'm not yet his wife. If I were, I would be a despicable person. But I'm not. So you will not treat me as if I were.
One cannot buy life at too great a cost to someone else. If one tries to, life becomes unlivable.
So instead, you choose to run away from life.
I must. There is no other course.